Hey guys, it's Beth, and welcome back to some more Bloons Tower Defense. It has been, like, what, a day since you guys have seen this? So, yeah, update. My car's catalytic converter got stolen, so I can't go to work. And at least there's one fortunate thing, is that it gives me a chance to rest, because right now, if you can hear this Velcro, I have to wear a brace on my arm because I have destroyed my thumb beyond belief. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, not ideal. Not ideal. Nothing recently has been super ideal, but you know what? It's fine. Everything's fine. I should have checked what this had available. That was my mistake. Should have checked what this had available. So, what this daily challenge is here is, it was titled Bloons Tower Defense 4, which leads me to believe that this is only units that were in Bloons Tower Defense 4. Except for the fact I can tell you right now, this was not in Bloons 4, this was not in Bloons 4, this was not in Bloons 4, this was not in Bloons 4. 99% sure this wasn't in Bloons 4, and this wasn't in Bloons 4 either. So, I don't know what is going on with that. That's a bit odd, in my opinion. Also, I wanted to bring back the VTuber, because, you know, I'm going to see if that incentivizes me to record for multiple, minutes at a time, as opposed to just doing one thing and then, like, stopping because I'm too tired to do anything, which is how I've been recently. I'm going to need to get some stuff that can detect camo. You can't detect camo, great. You can't detect camo, great. Alright, the one way that we're going to be detecting camo is going to be through the monkey village. Alright, unless... Nope, okay. Oh no, this one can too. Okay. So I guess I might as well do that. Not like it's a bad unit, so might as well. Not a great unit, early on, but like, better than nothing. Oh, also, let me know if the background for my VTuber model is a bit too colorful and, like, my model gets, like, disappeared into it. Because this is all, like, this is me just trying stuff out. I never have a full concept of what's going to happen with any of my layouts going into them. I kind of just go, alright, what's the vibe for today? And this was the vibe I came up with, which was dithering and very 90s looking patterns. I'm not sure how I feel about the gradients anymore. I'm not sure how I feel about those on, like, the toolbar and, like, all of the not icons, on, like, the window bar, rather. I'm not sure how I feel about them, but I don't know. Overall, I kind of like them, and the reason I have them as a gradient there is because, those are the two colors of my channel. On one end, we have the very bright pink that I have used in thumbnails since the beginning, and we have the blue that has been used in thumbnails, since Crystal for numbering. It's come and gone a bit, but it is something that I want to be more consistent with, because I think that it is a very good color that matches the matches what I want to do with everything. It's a good contrasting color with the pink. We should be fine with camo now, because at tier 4, this is a pretty okay unit. Juggernaut is probably a good idea for the Moab that's coming in. Other than that, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Let's see. I guess I'll go for a bomb shooter. Bomb shooter for a Moab is probably pretty good of an idea. Extra range was worthless there. Alright, good to know for the future. I will admit, the way that I play this game is sort of antithetical to how recording typically goes. Usually I have all sound off, and half of my screen is usually covered by this. Which is not ideal for recording purposes, I'm sure you understand. Okay, you are in the range, right? Yep, sure are. Okay. So put in that grow blocker, and we'll get the radar scanner. See what I'm doing? I'm keeping it open, that way I can just instantly select it. Yeah, that's literally what's happening. Okay, jungle drums and Druid of the Storm, that'll be good. I guess, realistically, Super Monkey is the best option, just because, like, in terms of good units, certainly is one. I'm gonna be honest, I'd much prefer just putting it here and just getting a second one of these. I'm not even joking. Like, I'm sorry to say, but this is literally the best option. Actually, hold on. You're still covered by that. Huh. Well, that location works out for me then. Alright, and I guess I'll just go for that. That way I can just max out this with lasers and stuff, and then it'll all be fine and good. Man, I remember back in the day when the best thing that you could get on a Super Monkey was the epic range, and not even the Sun God. You could only get up to Plasma Blasts. I remember that. Man, I remember playing, I think it was Bloons Tower Defense 3. I played that so much. But I only ever really used the tack shooters because I thought they were fun. And I thought that they were good for controlling, like, these corner areas, which I would still say that they are. I'm not sure if, what's it called, I'm not sure, you know, I have, the collection of all of the, I think, Ninja Kiwi games. It was like the Ninja Kiwi game, collection that was released on Steam. I did buy that, so I guess I could play those older versions of Bloons, if that's something that y'all would be interested in. You know what I'm gonna do? More planes. More planes. I don't think we have enough, currently. I think more is necessary. And there we are. Oh, please don't tell me... Okay, thank you. I'm so glad I can still get marketplaces, because I hate leaving my cursor over top of these. It's just always a nightmare. And of course, the actual interesting part of Bloons is never actually completing a challenge. It's just going and seeing how far you can go. And oddly enough, this specific challenge has done something for me that I haven't done in a long time, which is just experiment with different things. Like, I never used the Super Monkey. I never used the frickin' the bomb shooter. Like, they just are never on my radar anymore just because, like, I'm just like, well, the sniper, the ninja, and the wizard do everything else that is just 1,000 times better, so why would I ever go for anything else? And yes, I know that I can get more bananas when not using marketplaces, however, they are quite literally the most convenient ones for me. I just don't want to think about... Don't want to have to think about money, so the money is just going to get generated, and that's it. Trying to go for like 2 more of these. Because my idea is I want to go for the Sun God Monkey next, so I kind of have to wait until I have a lot of money for that. So I kind of just need some units that are going to get me some money. And this would be them. Also, my friend is texting me a lot right now because apparently, for the first time ever, we have the high-res versions of all of the Ken Sugimori watercolor Pokemon art. Because apparently, the original versions of those were heavily overexposed and are just, like, not actually ever shown properly, which is kind of wild. But at the same time, I kind of like how they look normally. And, well, I guess abnormally. I like how they looked before. So I don't really mind the fact that we were getting, like, the overexposed versions for such a long time. But it's honestly very cool to see them all in their original state as well. Like, that's phenomenal. I love that. I just love Pokemon. Man, I should really get back to playing Pokemon Scarlet and also playing Renegade Platinum. The only issue is I don't have a usable thumb on my right hand at the moment, so playing games that require... I mean, I guess I could theoretically play those with my fingertips, because it's not like Pokemon is an RPG that requires, like, actual timed button presses or anything. Huh. You know, I hadn't considered that. I was thinking about it in a practical sense instead of a realistic sense. Odd. Alright, time to get all janked up with the locations of these things, circling because there's no centering anymore. Get as many darts on screen as possible. I want to just vibe. I just want to vibe with it. I really do. I'm honestly, this is honestly a really good time, and I think that more maps and daily challenges should do this. There should be a Bloons Tower Defense 3 challenge, because that was the one I played the most of. I think my friends mainly played Bloons Tower Defense 5, but I could never get into 5. I'd have to try it out again. It looks like we have basically taken up every bit of airspace that's, like, reasonable. No, this is a good spot as well, actually, now that I think about it. This is what it's like living in America. Just constant, like, planes overhead. Half of the time they're military for some reason, even though we're not even at war or anything. They just decide to bust out the frickin' VTOLs or whatever they're called. I think that might be a term invented solely for Call of Duty, now that I think about it. Oh my gosh, we live in a military, we don't really live in a military state. We kinda do, but like, I didn't mean to say we live in a military state, because military state is not what my intended choice of words there were. We live in a state that prioritizes the military over everything else, which is not the definition of a military state. Some could debate that we are in a military state, but I don't know. I don't know enough about politics, and at this point in my life, I would prefer to just stay slightly more sane and not think about it. I would rather just play funny Dart Monkey game. I feel like that would be much better for my mental health, is to just look at this screen and listen to all of these funny noises. More planes, more planes. More planes. More planes. Planes in every corner of the frickin' map. Just fill the map with planes. Why not? You know what? Right here. Hold on, let me just, Oh. Darn. Oh well. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!